guys got 9 hours of sleep last night? So raise your hand. Who got 9 hours of sleep last night? I'm being serious. Who got 9 hours of sleep? All right, one person. That's good. So according to www.collegetbits.com, the article is called College Life, I Really Need to Sleep in College. Students either get like from 11 hours to just 2 hours of sleep. But the average of all college students across the board of the United States is 6 to 7 hours. Now, I'm going to explain to you guys how every single one of you, even Lauren, is in sleep debt. See, according to healthguide.org, how much sleep do you really need? If you don't meet your 9 hours of sleep every night, it just carries over and builds up, making it harder and harder for you to sleep. That's why even if you do get like 11 hours on the weekend or 12 hours on the weekend, or you just hibernate the whole weekend, you're still just like not having good enough sleep because you have to make up for the extra days when you're playing video games all night and stuff. And this is pretty much called sleep deprivation. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about sleep deprivation and what it does to you. What is sleep deprivation? Pretty much it's a lack of sleep, and it leads to, you can like just pretty much tell the symptoms of like just being sluggish, hard time paying attention, and you need 9 hours of sleep, but if you don't get the 9 hours of sleep, that's what it pretty much leads to. And like pretty much studies show that if you have like more sleep, you get better GPA. So like they did like a study on the College T-Bits website, and it was about 6 to 7 hours had a 2.7, but then mean your 9 hours is 3.3, which is a big difference. I've been over the symptoms before, like you either need to always be asleep, you feel drowsy, you can't really pay attention, even to me right now. You feel sluggish in the afternoon, and after you eat, you get like drowsy all the time. And these things don't seem like a big deal, but they lead to some very interesting effects. It's pretty much things you can do to slow this down. You can get a sleep diary, which is pretty much, we want to do that. You have to record every time you go to sleep and wake up and write everything in. You can schedule time to sleep, but if you're a college student and most of you guys have at least 15 or 16 hours, it's kind of hard because all your work builds up on you. You can take a vacation time, but you get spring break, Christmas break, one Easter day in the summer, but most of you guys probably be working during the summer. Or you can do what I'm doing right now and mastering the sleep pattern. So pretty much you have your 2 types of sleep. You have your REM sleep, rapid eye movement, which is your dreaming, and then it's like renewing of your mind. It's probably the easiest time you can wake up. It's the lightest part of your sleep, of your deep sleeping, and it occurs every 90 minutes. And then you have your NREM, which contains 4 levels, stated by Science Education NIH.gov, Sleep Information on Sleep. It's the most damaging one occurs because during the NREM, pretty much your body's rebuilding yourself back up. You're working on your immune system, your muscles are repairing. So when you're waking up during that time, everything just shuts down, you have to like start over. That's why like you're walking around and you go to sleep and then people are just really loud and like you fall asleep but you just hear them when you wake up. You have to start your deep sleep all over again. So pretty much even if you're like trying to go to sleep for 11 hours, if you get waking up during any of the time, your deep sleep starts over at level 1 and then it goes like to level 4. So pretty much you're being woken up around level 3 and 4. Which makes it hard for you to sleep at night. So I'm just going to tell you right now how to master the sleep pattern by explaining it. If you didn't notice, every 90 minutes your REM starts over, right there. And pretty much if you didn't notice, the REM is like the higher, it's like the higher one closer to being awake. So if you get like 7.5 hours, 6 hours, 5.5 hours, or even a nap, which is 90 minutes, you can wake up in your REM, which makes it easier for you to be waking up. So an example I tried going to sleep for 7.5 hours 2 days in a row. And I tried going to sleep like 8 hours one time. And like on the 8 hours I woke up all mad. I was arguing with my roommate. I was just having a really rough morning. But when I went to sleep only 7.5, I woke up refreshed, I was happy and I was smiling. It was like 6 in the morning, so it was kind of weird at first. So I just want to maybe encourage you guys to try to master the sleep pattern. Maybe just try it one night. Instead of going to sleep for 7 hours, move it to 7.5. Or instead of sleeping 6.5, just push it back to 6. So you land in your REM. Because if you don't, you land in like the deeper parts of sleep. And when you wake up at that time, it's just really hard to start your morning and hard to get out of bed. And I skipped over it, but sleep can also, like, sleep deprivation can lead to weight gain, impaired motor skills, a weak immune system. So I just want you guys to try that. I just want to remind you that you just need to master the sleep pattern and get more sleep. That there's two types of sleep, and the one you want to be woken up is the REM, not the NREM. That's when all your active dreaming is. And also, it occurs every 90 minutes, so you have to set your alarm for when you go to sleep instead of having a consistent alarm the whole week. And also, just like not getting enough sleep is just detrimental to your body and your health. So why would you do this to yourself? You could just cause it yourself and set your alarm and be fine.
Yeah, it's my speech.